Hello everybody, Henry here. Good morning to you. Heading off to work, and I'm thinking about a discussion I had yesterday with about a 20-year-old, 22-year-old young man. Just started working where we're working, and he's just telling me his background. I always ask somebody their background so I understand who they are, their thinking, and how I as an adult can coach, help, mentor, lead, be a manager. And he gave me his background that he had just dropped out of college. He couldn't afford it. I said, okay. I said, so you're in the workforce, and I gave him some advice. I said, look it. I wish I had a father that understood life and was educated. Didn't have it. I knew I couldn't go to college because I knew my potential and I knew my expectation of my life. And at 17, I already hated school. I hated the way the teachers taught. I hated the way the teachers treated me. I hated the way the teachers treated other students, and I couldn't comprehend why I had to go home and read something and then have them regurgitate it back to me and then test me on something. They can't even write a decent test. So I gave them that analogy, and I said I chose the worker path. And I've been the worker path for 45 solid years, if not more. In doing that, I have built a considerable amount of wealth. I learned how to spend my money wisely. I learned how to educate myself wisely. I learned who to listen to and not listen to. I learned who to follow and not follow. I gave that advice. And I told them, work on paying your college, put it on pause a little bit. And I said, come out here and I'll give you financial advice. My first advice to everybody financially is to take 10% of your income and put it into a money market. Put it in a money market and force and train yourself to learn to save. That's the first thing I learned, and I learned that by an old crusty chief of the boat. He sat me down and said, look at Henry, if you keep hanging around this other dirtbag, you're going to turn out to be a dirtbag. You're not a dirtbag. So break yourself away from the dirtbag, put yourself around people that are educated, that care, that work, that are optimistic, not pessimistic. They come into work and get it done, and I did that. I turned myself around, and I did that, and I took that advice, and now I'm here today talking to you. You cannot, and I'm telling you, put college as a priority. You got to put your first line of education up until you graduate from regular school, and you got to get yourself in the workforce and build yourself a resume. And there's two resumes, and I tell everybody this. There's your paper resume, and there's your personal resume. Your personal resume has to be the work ethic and who you are. You have to work on that resume. You got to be on time. You got to be 100% engaged. You got to be optimistic. There's an important feature of personal resume. If you don't tone and train your personal resume, your paper resume don't mean poop, right? You can put anything you want on a paper, but if you can't walk that talk and you can't walk that wording, you put it in that resume, you are garbage. You got to make your personal resume forefront and exceed the paper resume. Too many people I see with their paper resume does not match their personal resume, and I know them personally because I'm out there all day long watching, observing. I have a sixth sense of people and their character and their personal resume. If your personal resume as a human is flawed, your paper resume is flawed too. Take that and listen. So today's topic is resume, paper, and personal. And your personal's got to be top notch and to the T before you put anything on the paper. Because if you lie on the paper, your personal resume will make it shine and show that you lied on the paper. That's all I got to tell you. And start anywhere. If it's at Burger King, McDonald's, scrubbing floors, it don't matter. Build that personal resume and that worth ethic that shines. And that's Henry's advice today. Henry out. Have a great day and smile.